Hey, what's chillin' dudes, it's Torbray and I'm on the TotemCraft PvP server. IP you've already seen. This is a survival free-for-all PvP server which is pretty small, it's relatively new, and the owner is Lightfeather01. I think he's over here. There he is, and that's his Minecon cape. He's got a YouTube channel as well, it's LightFeatherMC, so go check him out, he does some pretty good videos. So the TotemCraft PvP server, it's a, as I said, free-for-all PvP survival. You're allowed to raid, you're allowed to PvP people, you're allowed to grief. Those are all permitted within the rules, although you could just lead a normal life, just building and such, and just have factions. Which is part of the factions plugin. So the size of the server is a 20 player maximum server. It's got a 12 player peak, which means it could have 12 players maximum at any given moment of time. And usually when you go check out for the server, there are usually at least 5 players on it, a 5 player average. So on the server, a low point for the server is the lack of server spawn buildings. I mean, the spawn's being built, but it's not exactly too shabby. Also, this, as I said, this server is pretty small and it's relatively new, so you can't really PvP with many people since it's quite small and since not many people have too many good things. But some high points, yeah, the server has the faction plugin, which allows you to build with your friends in a protected environment. As you see on the chat right now, there is a faction called ASDF, and that faction is pretty big, and they have a large community of members. That large community of members provides a protection from each of the members themselves, and gives them protection from raiders and griefers. So yeah, factions plugin, that's quite nice. Also, on the server there are only 3 ranks. There are the villager ranks, which are for the normal people, they have the grey name, and they're basically the normal players. Don't get me wrong, just because they're as equal as the people who newly joined. Someone who's played for 2 months could be as equal as someone who's played for 2 minutes. Doesn't mean that they're any less or better than each other. It's quite nice actually, because everyone treats everyone the same, and it's quite nice in general. Also, my final high point is the freedom of PvP. Like, there is a lot of terrain where you can PvP, a lot of terrain where you can explore, adventure. Hey, it's the co-owner. You're not allowed to have creative in a PvP server. Jeez, what are you on about? So the freedom of PvP, you're not constrained to a large area. Like here, the server spawn, that's the only place you're constricted. Apart from that, you can PvP and raid everywhere. You can raid factions, although I don't think you can do it very successfully. You can raid any innocent player, and it's their fault they get raided. So that's something I like about the server. And then your interesting fact is the rod sparring minigame, which was created by me and Zaffarel, as you see flying there. That game was first played on the server, and the trailer was filmed on the server as well. So that was quite nice of Lightfeather to host for us. So in conclusion, the IP will appear on the screen once again. Please join the TotemCraft PvP server. It's quite nice and I think you'll enjoy it. Peace out. Cheers for watching, dudes.